Good, thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have places for the top of the show?
Good evening, everyone. I'm Mike Skelton, CEO of the Greater Manchester Chamber. I want to welcome you to our 2020 Citizen of the Year celebration for the first time ever held virtually. Thank you so much for joining us and for your support. It means so much to the Chamber and our business community and all the work we do to accomplish our mission and strengthen our community. I want to start tonight by congratulating Peter Ramsey, our next Citizen of the Year. As you will hear tonight, there is no more deserving person to be our next Citizen of the Year than Peter Ramsey, and we have a great show tonight to honor him. One way to honor him that we would ask that you consider is we've partnered with the Palace Theater to support their reopening fund that is helping the Palace Theater restart operations. There is a link to donate in the description of this live stream. Please go check it out in considering donating and supporting the Palace Theaters as they reopen. Programs like this and the work of the Chamber would not be possible without the support and investment of our sponsors. So I want to start with some recognition of our sponsors and thank them for their incredible support of the Chamber and our business community. First, thank you to our presenting sponsor, Eastern Bank. Our Palace sponsors tonight are Bellwether Community Credit Union, Brady Sullivan, Eversource Energy, Oracle, and Spectrum. Our center stage sponsors are Bank of America, Dartmouth Hitchcock Health, Harvard Pilgrim, Service Credit Union, and St. Mary's Bank. Our Opera Block sponsors are Catholic Medical Center and MBT Bank, and our performance sponsors are Eversource Energy and Great New Hampshire Restaurants. Our opening night sponsors, Agnos Companies, Consolidated Communications, Janine & Company, and LaValle Brenzinger. Also, Liberty Utilities, McLean Middleton, Northeast Delta Dental, Sheehan Finney, and 92.5 The River. Our encore sponsors, Barry Dunn, Camden National, Divine Millimet, Northway Bank, and Hinckley Allen. Our curtain call sponsors, Altos, AmeriHealth Caritas, Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield, Cambridge Trust, CCA Global, Central Paper, Cross Insurance, and Harvey Constructions. Also McLean Communications, Montaigne Communications, the Palace Theaters, Primary Bank, Queen City Ace Paint and Hardware, Rath Young and Pignatelli, and Tufts Health Freedom Plan. Our thespian and enhancement sponsors, Baker Newman Noyce, Bees Tees, Cronin, Bisson, and Zielinski, the Courier Museum of Art, Easter Seals, New Hampshire, also fully promoted of Southern New Hampshire, Hub International, Merchants Fleet, Southern New Hampshire Services, and Wells Fargo Bank. Our gift sponsors tonight are Southwest Airlines and the New Hampshire Fisher Cats, and our production sponsor is Events United and Studio Lab. And again, a big thank you to our presenting sponsor, Eastern Bank. Now for a word from our presenting sponsor, here's our friend David Cassidy of Eastern Bank.
Good evening. For those of you who I have not had the pleasure of meeting, I'm David Cassidy, and I'm the commercial group head for Eastern Bank in New Hampshire. On behalf of all of my colleagues at Eastern Bank, I'd like to say how pleased we are to once again this year be the presenting sponsor at the Chamber's signature event. I'd first like to thank Mike and his colleagues at the Chamber. Eastern Bank has had a long partnership with the Chamber and are highly appreciative of all that Mike and his team do in and around the city. Normally at this time, I would say how nice it is to see everyone, but unfortunately, I can't see any of you. This certainly is a new and unique time that we're all living in, whether it's being quarantined by the COVID virus or trying to understand the racial unrest our country is struggling with. I can't help but think about our community and think about how richly blessed we really are. We're blessed with 2 full-service hospitals with frontline healthcare workers that are working sacrificially to keep us all healthy. We're blessed with a first-class fire and police department that's working day and night to keep our city's streets safe. We're blessed with previous Citizen of the Year winners who show the rest of us what it means to be a community leader. And we're blessed to have a nonprofit community that's working tirelessly and together to elevate those most vulnerable in our community. And we're blessed to have the Palace Theater to entertain us and to provide us with professional and unique cultural opportunities. And we're certainly blessed to have Peter Ramsey, whose energy, passion, tenacity are all hallmarks of his character. Simply said, Manchester is a better place to live and to work and to raise a family because of Peter. So Peter, on behalf of all of us, thank you and congratulations on this honor so richly deserved. I hope to see you all again very soon. Thank you.
To sing our national anthem this evening, presented by Great New Hampshire Restaurants, please welcome Jenna Bienvenue of the Palace Theaters.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Jenna, for that great rendition of our national anthem. This past year, we lost 2 members of our past Citizen of the Year community. Please join me in a moment of silence and short tribute to Skip Ashew and Mary Monaghan. And now, to honor our past Citizens of the Year and their incredible impact on our community, please enjoy our past Citizen of the Year parade presented by Eversource Energy. so great to see all of our past Citizens of the Year. We miss you all. We can't wait to see you all in person very soon. Now, a few more messages from our sponsors.
Peter, from all of us at Bellwether Community Credit Union, congratulations on being named Citizen of the Year. Thank you for all you've done for the arts community and for the partnership that Bellwether's had with the Palace and now the Rex Theater. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Peter. You deserve this award, Citizen of the Year. Thanks for all your efforts for the arts and culture in the greater Manchester area. We're behind you.
Congratulations, Peter, from everyone at Eversource. We're so happy for you and grateful to have you as a member of our community. Manchester is a much better place because of all your work. Hope we can see you in person soon. Again, congrats.
Thank you, sponsors, for those messages. And good evening, everyone. My name is Preston Hunter. I'm with Ekman Construction, and I'm honored to be the chairman of the board of directors of the Greater Manchester Chamber. And on behalf of the board, I want to welcome all of you to our first ever virtual Citizen of the Year event. Hopefully this will also be our last virtual event. And also thank you very much for your support. The role of the Chamber is more important now than ever. Although it's been about 4 months since most of you have probably seen anyone from the Chamber, please know that we are working hard to advocate for our business community during these most unusual times. The Chamber is adapting to this new environment and focused on how best to serve you through virtual programming, educational resources, advocacy to our state officials on COVID guidelines, and we are also revisiting our strategic plan. Earlier this year, Chamber staff moved into our newly renovated office space on Hanover Street. And as fate would have it, once everyone was good and settled in and the last box was unpacked, they were all booted out of the office and were required to work from home just like the rest of us. Although the timing of the renovations was somewhat unfortunate, the improvements positioned the Chamber to truly be a chamber of the future, with new flexibility to serve members, even in a post-pandemic world, and we can't wait to share this cool new space with the greater Manchester community. Many challenges still remain ahead, but I am confident that with great organizations like the Chamber and so many devoted local leaders, that our business community will once again grow and thrive. And we're here tonight to celebrate one of those leaders who has given so much to our community. Congratulations to Peter Ramsey for being named this year's Citizen of the Year for his amazing work at the Palace Theaters. The Chamber is proud to honor Peter as a model example of leadership in our community that we can all learn from. And now a message from a few familiar faces who have generously supported tonight's program.
Peter, you have done such a great job at the Palace Theater, and at the same time you've been a supportive partner of the Courier Museum. And we look forward to meeting the challenges of the future with you, and let's not mince words, there are a lot of challenges for the arts and culture sector. But congratulations, it's a fantastic award. All the best.
I'm Lisa Gerton. Peter, you make our community a better place. From all of us at Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, congratulations on this well-deserved honor.
Congratulations to the man in the white coat. No one is more deserving of Citizen of the Year than the beautiful and talented Peter Ramsey, America's answer to a maiden's prayer.
Tim Pipp here from BST Screen Printing. I wanted to wish Peter a congratulations on Citizen of the Year, and we're excited to be your new neighbor.
Thank you, Preston, for your remarks and your great support. And thank you to our sponsors for those great messages. And now, please join me in welcoming the Mayor of the City of Manchester, Joyce Craig.
Thank you, Mike. Good evening. Thank you all for joining us tonight for the Greater Manchester Chamber Citizen of the Year celebration. And although it looks and feels a little different this year, it's great to take some time to celebrate the good things that are happening in our city and to honor the incomparable Peter Ramsey. In 2001, Peter began his tenure at the Palace Theater. And through hard work, determination, and commitment, he transformed what was once a shuttered theater into one of the region's premier live performance venues. Under Peter's leadership, the Palace produces shows with talent from Broadway and welcomes everyone from elementary school students to seniors to the shows. To gauge the impact Peter has had on the Manchester cultural reputation and economic growth, you can simply look at downtown on the night of a live performance. Restaurants are full, parking is scarce, and you can feel the energy live entertainment brings to our community. Soon after I took office as mayor in 2018, I began having conversations with Peter about an old, abandoned eyesore of a building on Hammer Street, the former Rex Theater. Peter immediately loved the idea of bringing the Rex back to life and worked diligently with the Palace Board, the city, the Manchester Development Corporation to make it happen. Despite numerous challenges encountered getting the project approved and the hard work of renovating a 100-year-old building, Peter never wavered, he never stopped smiling, and he never stopped pushing. Even on the day he was standing on the floor of the Rex Theater and looked up and could see the sky when the entire roof had to be replaced. The Rex opened in October of last year and already has begun to establish itself as a regional performance destination. Peter's passion and desire to make Manchester better is unmatched. In addition to his love of theater, he served our community as a state rep and as a college soccer coach. He's thoughtful, he listens, and he genuinely cares. And I hear he's also a phenomenal golfer. I've lived around the corner from Peter for the last 20 years, and in that time, I've gotten to know his wife, Pat, and their 3 children, all of whom Peter is immensely proud of. Not only is he a dynamic community member, he's a wonderful father, husband, and he's a great neighbor. There's no doubt Peter Ramsey has made a significant impact on the lives of Manchester residents, businesses, and visitors. I'm grateful for his commitment to increasing access to the arts in Manchester and working to ensure young people have opportunities to experience and participate in theater. Peter, you are one of a kind. I'm so grateful for your friendship and your support. Bravo, Peter. And now a message from some familiar faces.
Peter, congratulations on this well-deserved honor of being Manchester Citizen of the Year. Your passion for theater and your execution has brought the Palace and the Rex to thousands of people, and you've made Manchester and New Hampshire just a better place to live for everyone.
Congratulations, Peter, from all your friends at Cambridge Trust, a private bank with 6 retail and 3 wealth management offices here in New Hampshire, including Manchester and Bedford.
Congratulations, Peter, on being selected by the Chamber as Citizen of the Year. Can't think of a more worthy person with all the work that you've done to create the jewel in the city of the Palace Theater and now your newest creation, the Rex Theater. Again, we wish you congratulations and the best of health to continue on your great work.
Peter, congratulations from all of us here at Merchants Automotive Group and Merchant Fleet. As Michael mentioned, really well deserved. You've done tremendous work for many years. This is recognition that really is truly deserved by you.
Congratulations, Peter, on a great job for many years and a well-deserved honor.
Hello, Pete. On behalf of Hub New England and Hub International, we'd like to congratulate you on your Citizenship of the Year Award from the Manchester Chamber of Commerce. Good luck and keep things going.
Now we have a special video tribute to Peter's amazing impact on our community. Thank you to Catholic Medical Center and MBT Bank for sponsoring this special tribute video to Peter Ramsey.
Bringing arts and entertainment alive for almost 200 nights a year is really difficult. But what Peter has done is he's built the Palace Theaters into an incredibly sustainable organization.
He understands theater. He understands the business of theater. Theater is show, theater, but it is also intrinsically a business. It's a very complicated business, and Peter does understand that aspect, which I think is very critical to the success that the Palace has had.
I always look at somebody say, lead, follow, or get out of the way. And Peter is in that leadership group. There was always looking for the next way to get closer to perfection and to bring the kind of theater and art to Manchester that we need and we deserve.
Thinking of the current crisis, and the Palace has had its share of crises and ups and downs, Peter has been able to take lemons and turn it into lemonade because he has had the courage of trying. He hasn't given up.
In the 16 years that I've been here, I've seen the theater grow professionally. I've seen him grow personally. You know, we've opened up a cast house. We have the Spotlight Room next door. And then recently, obviously, the Rex Theater is a huge impact on the city.
There have been a lot of successes. There have been a train of successes. But I think the initiative of the Rex Theater probably stands out more than anything else.
He likes to take risks. He knows failure, and he knows success.
What do you think Peter's greatest success is?
Not his golf game, no. Right now, we have an incredible board of directors. We have an incredible management team. And we've always had great board members and great management teams, but the synergy that we have right now between all of them is just, I think it's unparalleled.
He has pulled together a very professional team, a theater that we can be proud of, that I will put up against New York.
What makes him different is his willingness to want something new. Even after 20 years, he's still fresh in the job. Hasn't gotten stale in the job in the sense of saying things are going fine, I can lay back a little bit. He's there at every show with his white coat. He doesn't have to be there all the time, but he sees that as his role, as really the symbol of the Palace Theater. When you talk Palace, you can't talk Palace without talking about Peter.
What's my favorite thing about Peter? Oh, my favorite thing about Peter, of course, is his white jacket. That's my favorite view of Peter, is on stage, white jacket.
You know, I've had the opportunity to be on stage with Peter and to be upstaged by Peter in his white jacket on many occasions.
What is your opinion of his white jacket on stage?
Needs to be cleaned.
You know, I always look forward to having the opportunity to be in Peter's company, especially on stage. His love of theater and entertainment is infectious.
When I heard that Peter was going to be awarded Citizen of the Year, I said to myself, well, that's about time.
He's not the guy who's looking for the medal. He's looking on people that he can pin the medal on. And it's high time that the medal get pinned onto Peter. But he's truly deserving of the award from the Greater Manchester Chamber of Commerce. He's earned it.
Peter definitely deserves to be Citizen of the Year. He is such a mainstay in this community. His economic and cultural impact on the city, the state, and the region is just immeasurable. And he's just such an institution to this city.
I'm sure there's another Peter out there, but we're not eager to start the search for the new Peter because we're more than satisfied with the old Peter.
So Peter, congratulations. The city, the community, all of us that have had the opportunity to walk through the doors of the Palace Theaters owe so much to you, your leadership, and your vision. I'm so honored to be able to call you the Citizen of the Year. Congratulations.
I would like Peter to know that through this event of this dinner, but also in many little ways that are not maybe even tonight, that the community of Manchester thanks you and loves you as much as you have loved us.
What a great tribute to Peter and his hard work and his impact on our community. All of Peter's hard work has led to some iconic moments at the Palace Theaters. So in partnership with our friends at the Palace Theaters, we've been able to put together a video of those iconic moments. Please enjoy.
For hair that holds up even in a wind tunnel. Oh, every afternoon when the clock strikes 4. Pop, bee, bop, ba, 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 bee, A crazy bunch of kids crash through that door. And they throw up the coats and leave the squares behind. And then they shake it like they're losing their mind. You'll never see them frown. They're the nicest kids in town.
Sitting alone in your room. Come here, the music play. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to the cabaret. Where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh why can't
So great to see all those iconic moments in the Palace theaters. As a reminder, we're trying to help the Palace create more of those special moments in the future. There is a donation link in the live stream for this event to the Palace Reopening Fund. Please consider checking it out, and if you can, making a donation so the Palace can keep creating those special moments in our community. Now, as is our tradition, we have a toast to our next Citizen of the Year, and I'm going to throw it over to our friend, past Citizen of the Year and toast sponsor this evening from Brady Sullivan, our friend Arthur Sullivan. Arthur?
When the people of Manchester think of those who have made our city great, Peter, you are on the top of that list. How fitting that you would be named 2020 Citizen of the Year, because I can't think of anyone with better vision than you. Let's all raise our glasses, well-deserved honor. Cheers to you, Peter. Well-deserved.
Well, Peter, congratulations. It's finally that point in the night where we can formally welcome you and congratulate you on being the next Citizen of the Year. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you, Mike. There's just an incredible honor, and I can't tell you what a surprise it was and how great it is for our organization, the 9,000 members, the staff, the Board of Trustees. It's just wonderful. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Let's talk about when you found out for a moment and kind of what you've heard since, because it was actually at a Palace Theater board meeting where we kind of surprised you and let you know the news. And what did you think when you found out? And tell us, I know you shared with me that you've gotten lots of outreach and notes and congratulations from around the state. What's that been like for you?
Yeah, so honestly, maybe 400 thank you notes and congratulations and then calls from all across the state. I go in yesterday from Jack Middleton, who was a former Citizen of the Year. So it's been such a thrill to hear from so many great people. And I want you to know that the Chamber has such an incredible impact in our community. We take it for granted, I think, but both business-wise and on the ground, it makes a tremendous difference to have an association where people can trust each other. That's really important.
Well, we appreciate the partnership. It's great being neighbors on Hanover Street. And one of the things that I've observed, and I think we've heard tonight, is you've built a really great team at the Palace Theaters, and they've been able to accomplish amazing things, whether it's your team, whether it's your staff, whether it's your Palace board, and your family, which I know is they're here tonight too. So, what does this mean to those people who have helped you along the way, and who are those people that you want to thank and recognize?
Well, yeah, and it's so interesting to be shocked by it. Number one, at the board meeting, I had no idea it was going to happen, and then to appreciate over the last couple months how many people make a difference in my life. I'm probably the luckiest man in New Hampshire. I've got a job I love. I love going to work every day. And during the past 3 months of COVID, I've snuck into work. I consider the Palace essential to our state and community. So I went in every day, and I enjoyed it. Luckily, I did not get sick. But it's important in the middle of this COVID crisis that we all realize that our minds and our hearts control what we do, not the COVID. We cannot get depressed about it. So and in that context, I really want to thank my beautiful wife of years and years, and she's the brave person in our family. She's a nurse anesthetist at CMC. She's walked into COVID operations. And I respect her so much, and our 3 children, Katie, Kelsey, and Christian. I couldn't be lucky to have a great family, and then a great board from Jennifer Prunt, our new chair, to Mark, and right down the list. We're so lucky, and then finally, to a great staff. I mean, we've got guys like David Russo, who was with the union leader for 30 years, and Paul Ramsey, no relation, from Eversource, and Ray Guerin. We've been able to accumulate this great group and the ability to produce one great show after another. It was 150,000 people last year came in the Palace. And Joyce Craig is right. Downtown is busy. And then finally, the spinoff that happens because we've committed as a board, we've committed to the youth of New Hampshire in Manchester and our surrounding towns. We're so proud of our new youth theater. We bought a church a couple years ago, 30,000 square feet, and it's a Forever Emma studio. And the bottom line behind that is that Mandy and Tim Beckard, people we love, lost a child, and to think how lucky you and I are to have a family. And Emma was a star, and we've named the youth theater after her. For the next generation, kids will walk in that building and dream of what Emma believed every day. She was a remarkable kid. So it's great that the organization can make a difference every day, even in the COVID crisis. So it's exciting.
It's been great to see it. I know you and your team have been excited that you've been able to reopen in the past couple weeks.
Right.
And you have some of your youth theater performances coming back. And, we're very grateful and proud that we've been able, through this award, to help you guys along the way and give you a little boost and promote the fact that the Palace is rising again. And I just heard that the Palace Reopening Fund exceeded $8,000 tonight.
That's unbelievable.
In contributions. So, we're so proud to have that, to help you guys and the impact that you have. I think, as you said, the mayor noted that 150,000 people that come downtown each year, and now it's more than that with the Rex Theater and the other stages. They support our retailers, our restaurants, our businesses. They bring vibrancy, they bring life. And that brings me to my last question is about the future. And we know we have a lot of challenges, but the arts and what the Palace does means so much to our community. And What are you looking forward to? What you know there's some tough challenges ahead, but are you as bullish as ever that the Palace and the arts community are going to be able to help this community get back up from this issue?
Absolutely. I think, as you know, I'm an incredible optimist. I'm proud to be an optimist, but you have to work at it. And all of us, no matter what business, we have to continue to think positively and believe that this will be over at some point and not give up. It's with the mind and the spirit. We have to work at it. I guarantee the people in New Hampshire, in Manchester, that the Palace will reopen. If it's the last thing I do, we are going to reopen. And think about it for a second. It's been World War I, World War II, pandemic in 1918. The Palace has been closed 4 times. As Sylvia Dupree says, the famous, iconic Sylvia Dupree, you cannot give up. You have to think positively. And he's been my mentor all these years. I guarantee you, we as a group, as a city, will open the Palace up and be back to better days than we had before. So thank you.
Well, that's an inspiring note to end on. Peter, congratulations. We are so honored at the Chamber to have you as our next Citizen of the Year, and we look forward to the continued partnership and the great things that you and your organization do. To close, I want to thank everybody at home for tuning in tonight to our first ever virtual Citizen of the Year celebration. We hope that you enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. We got to do a lot of cool, new, interesting things. I want to thank all of our sponsors for their investment and support of the Chamber. This helps us accomplish our mission. Big shout out to Eastern Bank for being our presenting sponsor. We couldn't do it without their support. Thank you again, everyone. Congratulations, Peter. We're so honored. Have a great night, everyone. We hope to see you soon. Thank you.